Hi guys, welcome back. Welcome if you are new. My name is Mariel. I am so excited for this video because I can't remember the last time that I vlogged a reading vlog for you guys. It's been such a long time. However, I've been reading so much. I just haven't been vlogging about it. We're gonna have a great time reading, so I want to vlog for you guys. I just finished literally one of my favorite books of the year, and I knew I had to come here and talk to you guys about it, but we'll do that later because right now I'm getting ready to go to work and I'm actually gonna make some coffee. You guys, it's raining in April, middle of April. We got a storm. Was it even a storm yesterday? It was pouring last night and I am so happy. I am loving the weather. I'm wearing a sweater. Middle of April and I'm still wearing a sweater. I just love this little life. Yeah, great weather, great atmosphere, great vibes. Reading, book haul as well. I do have a few books that I want to show you guys, but that'll be later. I am waiting for my water to be ready because I was craving a café de olla. So we're gonna make an instant café de olla. If you guys have never had it, I tried this coffee right here. I went to Mexico in February and my aunt told me to use this brand. There's so many ways you can do café de olla, but this is just the instant and quick one. So I am waiting for my water to boil. It's almost ready. And let's talk about the book that I'm reading because I didn't even say that. You guys, I picked up The Everlasting by Alex E. Harrow. It doesn't have the cover because I take the dust jacket off. I don't know if you guys read with the dust jacket. How? Don't know. But yes, I am reading this book. I am on page 38, chapter 4. I'm really liking it. I was a bit confused at the beginning because I don't like to read synopsis. I like to go into my books blind, and sometimes that backfires because I am so confused at the beginning. For example, for this story, I didn't know that we were traveling back in time, and so you know that first chapter, if you've read it, that first chapter starts with the kingdom and the knight and everything, and then the story starts with our main character whose name I don't know. Do I know his name? Owen. Yeah, I know his name. We are following Owen, and Owen receives this mysterious book that is going to change his life, and he is also talking to us as if we were the knight, the lady knight, that we're going to be following in the story. And the point of view is also very interesting because it changes from first person, because it is a first person point of view. I don't know if we're going to have a change to third person when we go back in time. I think we're going to stick with his point of view, but he's talking to us as if we are the lady knight, and that makes me feel, listen, I don't know. I don't know. I really like Owen's character. I am picturing him right now, and it might change. I don't know, but this is what I'm picturing, which I don't mind. And yeah, I'm excited to continue. Again, I'm on chapter 4, and I think he just traveled back in time. Listen, I don't know. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna finish my coffee. I should have been doing this. I'll see you guys when I get back because I have a few things to do this afternoon, and we'll chat about that later. If you guys can hear Coda, she's down here. She's panting because we were playing right now, and now she's sitting right next to me, panting. So she's down here. Coda's my Australian Shepherd, by the way, and she's walking away from me. Like if I said something about her, excuse me. I just got back from work and I'm sitting at my desk because I was supposed to meet up with a writing partner. Let me go get my phone because I need my phone. Give me a sec. Okay, I messaged him a bit ago and I think he is available at any time. So we are going to meet because we are writing a little something. I'm so excited for this project. This is the first time that I co-write something, to be honest. Anything that I've written before, I've done it by myself. I honestly don't know if I talked about it in another vlog. I don't know at this point which vlogs have been up. I don't know if you guys are new here, but I am a writer. I did go to school and major in English with an emphasis in creative writing. I do read a lot. I love to read. However, I've always known that writing is what I want my career to be, and that's what I studied. But something that I would have liked to learn in college, university was how to do screenwriting. I wish it had been part of the creative writing process instead of poetry. I have nothing against poetry. I love poetry, but I've always been interested in creative writing, and I started taking a few classes about, I want to say 6 to 8 months ago. Right now I am taking a screenwriting class, which technically it's a writer's room. This is the first time I'm part of a writer's room. This is the first time I work on a pilot. I just want to see where this project goes. I just want to learn the process about writing a pilot. I actually bought this book because the guy that I'm writing with recommended this to me. I would definitely like to get to it at some point in this process just to see if it helps me. All of that to say that she is writing, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a journey to get to this point, but I am finally writing again. I'm so excited to get into writing. There's a lot going on. I have to manage my time. I need to be precise on the things that I do after work because I do not have the luxury to sit around watching TV all day after work instead of working on the things that I love. The goal is to do the things that I love to do, and that means that I need to set time aside to do them. Even though I'm tired, even though it's been a long day, even though I already met with so many people during work hours, like I need to make time to do the things that I love, and this is one of those things. We usually work for about an hour, so I think we're gonna work for about an hour. The goal is to finish as much as we can today because we actually want to finish writing this by tomorrow. I'm actually looking forward to this session. I think we're gonna get most of it done, so I'm excited. Good morning, guys. I haven't talked to you guys in a few days, actually. It is Friday. It's been a morning already. I woke up super early. I think it was like 4:40 in the morning, almost 5 a.m. Not because I wanted to, but because my body woke me up because it is, you know, it's that time of the month. I almost called out this morning because I am not having a good time. I am in a lot of pain, and all I want to do is lay down and maybe read, maybe sleep more because I woke up super early. But I decided to talk myself out of calling out because it is Friday, and I looked at my schedule and it seems like I don't have a heavy day, so I think I'll be fine. It's just like, do I rather be home? Yeah, I do. But it's Friday and it's gonna be fine. I also have a tennis lesson tonight that I already paid for, and it should be fun. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna have a good day. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good Friday. I am making my coffee because I'm gonna need it for sure. I do have a book update. I am almost done with the book. I have about 120 pages left. It's not a long book. It's only like 300 pages. But here's the thing. I'm not quite sure if I am enjoying the story or not. I like the writing, I like the way it's narrated, and I am enjoying the audiobook. I'm pairing it with the audiobook. I am not sure if I am enjoying what's happening in the book. I mean, I mentioned that it is a time travel book, and the thing with time traveling is that we are going to hear the same story more than once. And from a writer's perspective, this feels a lot like the first part feels like she's writing this from this point of view, and she's writing this one way. And then when you have a story and you want to see if something works or it works differently, you change the point of view and you change a few things but keep the same idea of everything but tell it in a different way. And I feel like that's what helped the story like not feel like, oh, I'm listening to the same thing over and over, because we are getting two different point of views, and then it's dual point of view, so we're getting both of the main characters' point of views, because like that's how we get to know their intentions and that's how we get to know how each other feels. If we didn't have that, we wouldn't know how Una felt. And I think that's what helped the romance, because I think it's a okay romance. I don't think the story is being driven by the romance, but we're gonna find out at the end. I do like the event that we're following when we go back in the past and the main characters are interacting with each other. The part that I'm struggling with, it's the present, and having the characters in the present also be part of the past. It's weird, it's complicated. Anytime that we're in the present, I am very confused, very lost, and I don't know how to feel about the story. So that is where I'm at right now. I think the romance is there. I know that both characters like each other, but at this moment I feel like it's a very different like, just because we're barely finding out that they have more history than we think, or that I think. Like there's actually more history. They actually know each other better or for longer than this bit right here. The time traveling seems to be happening for a very long time, but we are just dropped into this part of the story because something's finally going to change, and that's why we are seeing this part only. But they have history, as in like they know each other very well, and Owen is writing her story. Every time that he gets to go back in time, he gets to rewrite her story pretty much. So he knows her very, very well, and Una remembers him, or at least they're starting to remember each other because of how many times this has happened before. And I think that's where the romance happens. Una feels to be more like, I want to be with him, and his point of view feels more like, I admire this person so much, I have so much respect for this person, she has helped me through the hardest times in life. The romance is okay. I'm not drooling over the romance. I actually did enjoy Una's point of view that second time. So basically the way that they travel through time is through this book that they have, and whenever Owen's blood gets in the book, he gets to travel. And at the beginning, the person who's making him travel tells him and tells us like, hey, don't ask about the book because I don't know where this came from, so I'm not gonna talk about the book. I'm not gonna tell you the story about this book or how it came to be. Why do we have these magical powers to go back in time? Don't know, don't ask. Okay, fine. But we might get to find out later why the book came to be or how the book came to be. But at the beginning, it was kind of like, hey, don't ask questions. Don't ask questions about the book. Just keep it rolling. Just keep it rolling. I don't know. I think I'm going to finish it tonight. If not, tomorrow. But hopefully tonight. I don't have a lot left. And I really do want to know what's going on. That way I can decide whether I like this story or not. I do like the writing. I enjoy that part. But do I like what's going on in the present? I'm not sure. We'll find out. We'll find out together. I have to get going. I have my coffee. I'll see you guys when I get back. Coda is going to join us. Hi, Coda. Say hi. Oh, here. Shenzi has joined us as well. Can you guys see them? I don't know if you guys can hear Coda. She's panting over there. We were playing, actually. So let me take off my glasses because there's a little glare. Very quick reading update. I'm still not done with The Everlasting by Alexi Harrow. I have about, I want to say 35 to 40 pages left, and I want to talk about this book but once I finish it, because I do feel like I need to finish this book for me to be able to gather my thoughts and tell you guys if I'm enjoying the book. I thought the last 100 pages were going to change my mind. However, I can't say they have yet, so I'm gonna wait until I finish those 30 pages. I have things to do, so I think I'm gonna just pop on my headphones and finish listening to the audiobook. I will come back and give you guys a quick update later on tonight because I need to finish it today. At the beginning of the video, I mentioned that I have a book haul, so that's what we're gonna do right now. I went to Barnes & Noble real quick, and I was looking for one book, and one book only, but here we are. Got to. The book that I was looking for was Half City by Kate Golden. I heard really good things about this book. Our main character is a demon hunter. I don't know if everyone in here is a demon hunter. It was described as dark academia, but someone said that it wasn't really dark academia because apparently it's just a school setting. I am like 98% sure that I've never read a demon hunting book. I've never read a Cassandra Clare book, so don't come for me because, listen, I was not interested. But I am interested in this one. I can't remember the last time I read a YA book, but I'm here for it. Is it a YA? Actually, the main character is 21 years old, so is this YA? Why is she in school if she's 21 years old? I don't know. We're gonna find out. I haven't read the synopsis. I didn't read the synopsis. I just went off of vibes. This one is definitely up there in my TBR list, and I'm not sure if this is a special edition, but it has these sprayed edges. It's really nice. I really like the cover, and I hope that the second book is also paperback and we don't get hardcover, because I don't think this one had a hardcover. But anyways, and the next book I bought was definitely a guilty buy. I wasn't pressured to buy it, but I wasn't planning on buying it, but I bought it. That is Bitten by Jordan Stephanie Gray. Is this book right here. This is, if I'm not wrong, a special edition. Like nowadays, I don't know if it's a special edition or if it's just like the regular. Oh wow, I had not seen, wait a second, I had not seen this. Wow, this is beautiful. Do you guys see the eyes? This has to be a special edition, right? The story behind why I bought this book is because I saw someone reading the arc of this book, and I looked it up and it said that it was out already. So when the worker came up to me, he was like, are you finding everything okay? Do you need help? And I was like, oh yeah, like I was looking for this book. I don't know if you have it, Bitten. And he was like, yeah, give me a second. So he sets off on a quest trying to look for the book. He tells me to wait. I just started looking at other books, browsing, having a good time. And then he comes back and he's like, we know there's one copy in the store. My coworker's helping me find it. Give us a second. And at that point, I didn't have the guts to tell him that it was okay. I just wanted to hold the book, see if we vibed, see if it was something that I wanted to get. You know, sometimes you just have to hold the book, and sometimes you make the decision whether you want to take it or not. That's all I wanted to do. So he walks away, and now I have to wait for him to come back. So he finally comes back and he hands me this copy and he says, it's the last copy we have. So I took it. I said thank you so much. I looked at it. It is a beautiful copy. I saw the inside. I had not seen the actual hardcover. Like I had not seen this part right here, but now that I see it, I'm glad I got it because it's a beautiful book. And the only thing that I know about this book is that it is about werewolves, and it's actually a blurb by Stephanie Garber. That's nice. I hadn't seen that. That was a long story, but I wanted to tell you guys this because I'm pretty sure it has happened to many of us. Those are the books that I bought. I have a few other purchases that I've made, and it's gonna be real quick. I love books, I love writing, so therefore I love stationery. As you guys know, I've been writing a lot, so I have this notebook that I use for my screenwriting class, and I really like that notebook, so I decided to go get another one, the same one, because I just love the pages. I love how flexible it is, so I went to get another one. This is the notebook. It's like faux leather, so it's very bendy, but the pages I really like. Can you guys see that? I will always prefer a spiral notebook to a non-spiral notebook. I was thinking I could start writing the chapters of my story into the notebook. It might sound crazy because it might sound like a lot of work, but I really do enjoy just getting my thoughts into the page without getting distracted on the computer. So we're gonna do that, try it out. Another thing that I also bought, well, my husband bought them for me, but I've always wanted one. It's a fountain pen, so he got me two. We actually got this black one first for Michael's. He got me a yellow one because it is my favorite color, and he got himself a blue one because blue is his favorite color. So now we have matching fountain pens, and I'm gonna be using them to write my little story that one day will hopefully be published. And lastly, he did mention that it would be a good idea if we had a calendar. As you guys know, I like to write things, so I got this like weekly planner, very self-explanatory. It's a weekly planner. I'm just gonna write the things that I have to do when I'm home, like after work and then during the weekends. That way he knows what I want to do or the things that I want to get to, like chores, if I have training sessions, if I'm planning to go to the gym, if I'm planning to play tennis, if I'm gonna go hang out with friends or family. That way he knows what I'm planning to do, because sometimes I don't tell him, or I just make plans and I tell him like last minute, so he just wants to make sure he knows ahead of time. So that's what we're gonna do. That is all for right now. I will come back and give you guys an update on the Everlasting. I do have another writing session, even though my writing partner hasn't answered, so I don't know if we're gonna meet. If we don't meet, that's okay. I finished it. I was able to finish it last night, but I didn't have time to come and update you guys. So here we are. I was able to finish it last night. I was actually really hoping to love the ending so much that this update was going to be an easy update, and I was just gonna tell you guys how much I love the story and how the ending blew me away and how all those pages were worth it. But unfortunately that's not the case. This book didn't work for me, and even though I have all the respect for the author and I love the writing, I love the prose, they were beautiful, and my respects to her because she was able to write a time traveling story, which I don't think that's an easy task. Okay, I liked the story enough to appreciate it. I liked it enough for me to continue reading the story and see it through. I also did like the audiobook. There were a few things at the end that I do appreciate the explanation of, but I'm not sure if this would be a 2.5 stars or a 3. I'm leaning more on the 2.5 stars. If I give a book 3 stars, it's because it was a solid story and I really enjoyed it, but I can't say the same about this story because now that I've read it, if you were to tell me read this book, I would probably not pick it up again. I really do appreciate the book, and I really do appreciate the writing of this author and the dedication it takes to write this story. And I do have another one of her books which I do want to pick up, and I also find it very easy to talk about a story that I did love than to talk about a story that I didn't really like. I already mentioned the strengths of this book and what I liked about it, and a few things to consider about the story. Like, for example, for me, it is a romance story. However, because it is a time traveling story, I wasn't sure how the romance was going to develop. It worked in a way that we did get to see their relationship. However, I didn't get to connect with the characters at all. I felt a distance between the characters and me, and one of the things, which I'm not sure if that was one of the reasons why, but if you guys have read it, you might know what I'm talking about. The point of view of the story was very intriguing because the main character, Owen, is talking to you, is talking to us, is talking to Una the whole time. It's sort of like a first person and second person point of view because he is narrating the story, but he's telling her the story. But then you become her because he says, you did this, you wanted to do this, but he's talking to you as if you are Ona. And in which case, like, if you give me a story, I will insert myself as the main character. I don't know about you guys, I will feel like I am the main character in the story. And the fact that he was talking to us as Una, I felt weird about it, and I did not feel connected. I did not feel like I was Una. I actually felt like he was talking to someone else, and I was just there. Am I the only one? Maybe I'm the only one, because usually I would be Delulu and insert myself as the main character, but it didn't work for me. I just felt like I was in the middle of Owen and Una. I just felt like I needed to step back. I really did enjoy 2 sections of the book, and I wish we had gotten more of that because there are 2 sections. One is early on in the book, the second part that we go back in time, and then the other section is at the end of the book, and we get Una's point of view. Una is narrating the story in first person, and that had the biggest impact. If anything, those were the moments that I felt like I was Una. I felt the connection, I felt the pain, I felt the want, I felt what I was supposed to feel. Her point of view was so strong that I just wanted more of that. The second time that we go back in time, and then we get her point of view of like how she, sorry, Coda got on the couch. We get her point of view of how she feels about Owen, but she doesn't know how to approach him and how to show that she wants him in a way. I felt that, like, I was like, oh my god, like she likes this guy, like she wants to be with him, and she doesn't know how to do this. Like, she doesn't know how to talk to him because he is trying to stay away from her. At the end, we feel her pain and we see her point of view and we see what she does and like what she's trying to do. Yeah, like, I wonder how the story would have been if we got this from Una's point of view, because if you think about it, Owen is telling the story, but he's also telling the story as a scholar, as a historian. So this is a tale, and the tale feels very distant. And he continues to say this throughout the whole story, where he's writing something, but then he doesn't write the whole truth as a historian. Like, he keeps things to himself, or he changes things a little bit. Like, one of the main things that he keeps out of the story is Una's real name, because we don't get Una's real name. And that's where I feel disconnected to the story, because we don't even get to be that intimate with the story. Like, we get a lot of intimacy. We get to know a lot of things. We only get those 2 sections where we actually get her internal thoughts and feelings, whereas the whole story is being told by someone else about how she felt and how she wanted and how she didn't want people to know certain things. So yeah, in a way we were kept at a distance, and I did feel the distance, if that makes sense. I really disliked Vivian's character, and she was the one doing this. It felt very repetitive. I was bored most of the time, especially when we are in the present, and I was so confused when we were in the present. And I do have to say that the ending was strong. I really like that ending with her point of view and what happens. And then I think at the end is hint that Owen is still able to travel back and forth in time. I just don't know how that happens. And if you're wondering about the book and how the book came to be, we do get an answer on that. I'm okay with that. I think it was well executed. That's pretty much it. And if this was a book that you really did enjoy, and you loved, and you felt all the feelings, I'm glad for you. I'm so happy for you, because I wish that had been my experience as well. With that being said, that is all for this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.